All right, today we're basically going to turn a classic story into a full-blown detective novel. We're going to be looking for clues, hidden right there in plain sight, that reveal this incredible drama of grief, guilt, and a desperate search for redemption. Okay, let's dive in. You know, sometimes the biggest, most dramatic moments in a story are the ones that aren't spelled out at all, right? We're going to explore a famous biblical episode, but we're going to use the commentary of the medieval scholar Rashi as our special key, our detective's magnifying glass, to unlock the intense human drama happening just beneath the surface.
So our story kicks off right here with this moment of just raw, overwhelming emotion. Joseph, who's now this incredibly powerful Egyptian viceroy, finally lays eyes on his youngest brother Benjamin after more than 20 years of being separated, and he just about collapses.
So you gotta ask, what is it that actually triggers this complete emotional breakdown? The biblical text itself is pretty sparse. It just says his compassion was excited. But Rashi's commentary, well, it shines a spotlight on the hidden clues in a quiet conversation that happens right before this moment.
So they're having this meal, right? And Joseph, who's still playing the part of this powerful Egyptian lord, he leans over and asks Benjamin what seems like a totally innocent, polite question. "Have you sons?" Benjamin says, yeah, he has 10. And then Joseph asks for their names. And what Joseph hears back, man, it's not just a list of names. Rashi shows us that it's this devastating, absolutely heartbreaking tribute to his own memory. It's a secret memorial that Benjamin has been carrying around with him for 2 decades. So Benjamin starts listing them off. The first one, Bela. And he explains he chose that name because his brother was swallowed up, just disappeared among the nations. Can you just imagine Joseph standing there hearing this? It's a direct hit.
And it's not just one. He keeps coming. The next son is named Becher, because Joseph was the Bachor, the firstborn of their mother Rachel. Every single name is another memory, another piece of proof of how much his brother loved and missed him.
Then boom, the next name, Ashbel. And why? Because Shival El, God sent him into captivity. One name after another, it's building this undeniable story, 20 years of nonstop grief and remembrance. And this one might be the one that just breaks him. Huppah. Because they never saw each other's huppah, their wedding canopy. I mean, think about that, all the life milestones they missed. Hearing this, Joseph finally gets the full picture of the depth of his brother's love and the life they were totally robbed of. And yeah, it's too much.
Okay, and this is where Rashi just blows it wide open with this incredible linguistic detail. The Hebrew word here for overcome with feeling is nishmeru. And Rashi points out this isn't just about feeling sad. It literally means to become physically hot, like your skin wrinkling up from intense heat. It's a physical, painful, burning feeling.
And that's exactly what we see happen next. Joseph is so completely overwhelmed by this tidal wave of emotion that he has to physically run out of the room to just weep. He has to wash his face, pull himself together, and then he comes back to get the next part of his plan rolling.
But look, the test is not over, not by a long shot. He knows Benjamin loves him now. But what about the other 10? Have they changed? See, this next part, it isn't just about honesty. He's testing their very soul, their character. So he sets up this incredibly elaborate frame-up. He tells his guy, fill their bags with food, give him the money back, again. But this time, he says, I want you to plant my personal, super valuable silver goblet right in Benjamin's bag. The trap is set. It's designed to put Benjamin in the hot seat, all alone, just to see what the other brothers will do.
So you can picture it. The brothers are leaving the city, probably breathing this huge sigh of relief, and then, out of nowhere, Joseph's steward comes charging after them. He catches up and hits them with this insane accusation, why did you repay good with evil? You stole my master's cup.
And their defense is immediate, and it's all about logic. They're like, whoa, wait a second. We brought back the money we found last time. Why on earth would we turn around and steal from you now? They're using their past good deed as like definitive proof that they're innocent.
Now this is so important. This isn't just them shouting, we didn't do it. Rashi points out that this is actually a formal, almost legal argument. It's called a kal v'shomer. They're basically making a case. If we were honest about something big, like a whole bag of money, it's completely illogical to think we'd be dishonest about something smaller, like a cup.
So the steward's like, all right, we'll see. And he starts the search. But he does it with this real sense of theater. He's deliberately building the suspense. Rashi tells us he starts with the oldest, Reuben, and just goes right down the line, one by one. Clear, 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 until he gets to Benjamin. And of course, there it is, the goblet.
And what happens in this exact moment? It's everything. I mean, they could run, right? They could just blame Benjamin and save their own skins, but they don't. In what is their first real act of true brotherhood and solidarity, they all tear their clothes in grief, and every single one of them turns around to go back and face the music together.
So they're dragged back to the viceroy's house. They're on the ground in front of him. And Judah, the very same Judah who came up with the idea to sell Joseph, he's the one who steps up to speak for all of them. And you better believe his words are chosen very, very carefully.
And Judah says, "What can we possibly say? How can we prove we're innocent? God has found the crime of your servants." But hold on. He knows they didn't steal that cup. So what crime is he actually confessing to?
And this is where Rashi just nails the subtext. Judah's meaning is crystal clear to everyone in that room. He's saying, we know this isn't about a cup. The real creditor, God, has finally found a way to collect his debt. They finally get it. This is divine payback, decades in the making, for what they did to Joseph.
This right here, this is the pivotal moment. Judah says, we'll all be your slaves, not just Benjamin. It's a complete 180 from what they did before. They are proving, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that they will not sacrifice another brother to save themselves. They refuse to repeat the sin of their past.
But Joseph, he isn't done. He pushes them one last time. He turns down their offer. And he gives them an easy out, the exact same choice they had all those years ago. He says, "No way. Only the one whose sin will be my slave. The rest of you, you can go home. Go back to your father in peace." He's offering them a chance to abandon their brother and walk away free, just like they did with him.
The trap is perfectly set. Their entire past is hanging right there in the air. Their father's life is on the line. The choice that these brothers make, right here, right now, it's going to reveal everything about who they've truly become.